All right. Happy Wellness Wednesday, you all. It's so good to see you all. It is me, Dr. Chef Felicia Ann Hill. I am tuning in for our Wellness Wednesday. I'll give you all a little bit time to tune in, to come in. I am a few minutes behind. Nevertheless, I'm here. I made it. I'm hoping that you all are doing well and that I know they call it the hump day, but there's no humping going on around here. I'm just working. So I give you all a little bit of time to tune in while I go into Facebook, since Facebook seemed like they were doing a lot better. And let me see. I'm going to get our Facebook crew in while you all get situated. I see some seem like they're trying to glitch in and get ready to tune in. I don't like to always go off of what the numbers are saying because I know now that it is a little different. Hey, bro, how you doing? It's good to see you. Um, I'm just getting our Facebook group in. I did make it. Yay! I made it. Okay, gonna do our special announcements. That's what I'm gonna do. As you all know, make some big waves, you all. That's why I say I can't be down for this month, even though this is the first birthday that we don't have Najee here with us outside of in spirit. I am thankful because I know I have her energy with me that's saying, Mama, do it. Mama, get it done. Mama, get it done. We had that kind of connection. And that's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm still here. We're left here to help take care of one another. And I did. Those of you all that's been waiting patiently for the sea moss, it is on the way. So shipment will go out on Tuesday, as long as everything works out fine. You all should have it, and I'll be making the next announcement for orders and things of that nature on the next Wellness Wednesday, unless I choose to tune in beforehand. So that's a good thing. So you can place your order for the sea moss. I will have the flake version, organic sea moss, and the powder that will be available. That will go out in shipment for next Tuesday. So that's my guaranteed the time there. Hey there, how you doing there, TT? Good to see you tuned in. I hope your meeting went well, and I look forward to our consultation. Um, because I haven't talked to you in a while. And so I am looking forward to hearing from you and finding out how the family, how the children, how everybody doing. And we got to take care of mommies. That's what we was talking about. We got to take care of mommies, daddies too. But, the caregivers, we most definitely got to make sure that we're healthy and well this Wellness Wednesday. So I'm happy. Got the smile now. Y'all will know what the happy is for. The happy is because the sea moss is coming through. I had some lines of communication and glitches there, and I almost gave in. I was like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm thinking? They got them. Because tis the season, and this is where we're at now in the world to try to get good stuff. You just never know when the powers that so-called be will overtake or overthrow. So this is the time and season that we live in. And so I look forward to that. I'm maintaining thankful for another. Yes, great. That's good to hear, Brother Starks. It's really good to hear. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. And that is more than enough. Because somebody, y'all hear it all the time. Somebody did not wake up today. And we see that's a bad thing. Sometimes that's just the end and the plight of their life. For us, we did. And so that means we still got work to do. We still got life to live. And we want to live that as healthy as possible. So this is the reason why I come before you all. And this is what motivates me to be able to come back each week or each chance that I get, no matter what throws me off track or distractions or emergencies. Because my job is not one I don't just have the leisure and the pleasure to just write and come before the videos. I don't have that type of leisure um, to do that. And it's that's not to say that that can't be mentally taxing, because it is, and a lot of times that is 100% proven to be very unhealthy. And I know that firsthand. I've had to deal with those and counsel those that, and up close and a person that has had to be before the internet a lot, and you can see the mental damage, the nerves, the energy is after a while of taking in this unnatural way of us unfortunately having to communicate is one of the reasons why we allow the consultations. And so that leads me to go ahead and put in um, the 1-800, the one, I mean the 388 number, while we wait to give others time to tune in, because they're probably shocked that I was able to come in even at 12:08. Yeah, I said it. I know, y'all. I know. But you can't say you call me late, but you can't say that I'm giving up though. Say that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm here. And so, how's y'all Wednesday going so far? They call it the hump day, but it is what it is. Um, Let me see, forecast citations. Put in there. Can I get that in there? Consultations. I'm just putting in a little bit of information, you all. Uh, da, da, da. And shipping and handling won't be an issue. I do have the hang of that more so now than ever. I just want to make sure that we put that information in there. And that's also for your orders, you all. And so you can via text that number and leave a voicemail. I see a lot of there's some that most definitely is getting used to the via texting that number. That way I know exactly what you want. If you want the consultation, or if you're looking for to purchase an order of your drum roll, colon purifier, which will get you guys bodies prep. Everybody that cheated and then dibble dabble back and forth with your dairies, your wheat, vegan junk food, and all that, colon purifier will be your best friend. I only heard of one out of thousands that have taken this that stated that they really couldn't take it. And when I say one, I just mean one. And so that's a good thing coming from our people for sure, because we usually have an issue with things that we're not accustomed to taking. And then with your moringa. And so remember, the price of the moringa is $20 for this, and you are able to get it shipped. If you want to pay more to get it shipped overnight, then that's on you. Just know that they're taxing us, y'all, on arm and leg. That's about 20 some dollars. Some people have it like that, some don't. Or I think it's even close to 30 to do it. And then you get two of the colon purifiers for $40, and that will, depending on how often you need to have this, it can stretch from anywhere from 22 days to 30 days. Those who have that excess amount of gut and backed up fecal matter, which that's most of Americans that want it and want to use it this way, you can increase it up to 2 to 3 times a day in the cup of from 8 ounces to up to 12 ounces throughout the day. I don't recommend you to try and take it late in the evening. If you can, make that the first thing that you take in the daytime, and then add your vitamins, because we don't want it flushing out or absorbing your vitamins and your minerals and your other herbs first. You want to take it after you take this. For those of you all that's on your regimens, and congratulations for those of you all that took the first step. I got consultations that's rolling in now for those who are there. And so I'm here. That's another reason why I've come before Wellness Wednesday, because sometimes when you stop, people forget, and then they need to be reminded. You take your colon purifier first thing in the morning. It's the best time, or whenever you rise, if that is 10 a.m., 11 a.m. for you. And then you want to eat, because it's pushing out the meal. If you ate beforehand and you're not on a fast, then that's pushing out the meal that you had 24 hours in advance. Does that make sense? Or the meals that you had, along with gathering together in a natural way your your old fecal matter and old prescription drugs, all these other toxicities and your parasites at the same time, that's helping to push and get rid of those things. And a lot of us have anywhere from a pound to you can have up to 15 pounds. I've heard people say that that's impossible. And I say, well, I guess that'll be dependent on your lack of experience with our people, but you can most definitely carry, think about it. If in the belly, a woman can carry a 10 or 12-pound baby, then what in the world, and how long our intestines stretch out to really think that we can't. And then the expansion, where is it coming from? That's not just gas. And it's not just fat. That's part of it, but that is not it. We can hold that. If you, I don't even allow anybody to challenge me with that, because too many years of cleaning, fecal matter and cleaning people in my younger days, and assisting all the way up until a year ago. Um, More than a pound, more than 5 pounds can come from out of your gut, from your large intestine. Yes, it can. Anyone that say different, I say they've never cleansed or they've never changed or had to assist anyone that had to have a bowel movement. Um, that's where I'll leave that. And so I'm telling you now, you all, that's critical, because that's what's harboring excessive amount of fluids. That's what's harboring viruses that eventually will tax on the body. And it's also what's harboring, unfortunately, a lot of toxicity from the air, drinks, food, drugs, everything that's in the system, chemicals, we can't leave those out, that's causing us to have to be very unhealthy. And so that is the reason why I have to make sure that I get the finest grade of the colon purifier. Oh, hey there, Miss Rich Twist. I like that name. I like the title. Hey there, Tyra. How you doing? We had to do a follow up. Been praying for you and your family. Want to do a follow up to see if you got back on track. So give me a good 2 days and two times so we can follow up on you for at least a 15-minute consultation, because I do want to know how you're doing. Shalom, Dr. Shell. There she goes. She says, family in the chat. Oh, she's giving greetings to everyone. I have to apologize for my text on Monday. My brother passed 2 years ago, August. I understood what you were saying. It was the anniversary, but that's still not a long time ago at all. Um, I have reread before sending. I apologize. I do it all the time, so it's okay. What's about high colonics? What about high colonics? It's good, Miss French Twist. Yes, absolutely recommend. If you got a good colonics specialist that's good at it, yes, any help you can get in cleansing out the colon. The most important thing is that once you do that, making sure that you are getting the proper probiotics and prebiotics in the system. I am considering finding a good grade of that, but I'm trying to be real careful, because I don't like the thought, because I've already had this experience when you start to get these good potent grades of these products, and then now we're finna go into another shift. I don't like the thought of getting just a lot of multiple things, and then there we go, we have to discontinue, or it's behind stock. So I'm trying to stay in the areas of minerals and vitamins and cleansers that we have plenty of, that have not been tainted, but that it's a great resource that the body needs on a regular basis. That's where I'm trying to stay in that area that helps to boost the immune system, which leads me to the next thing. Okay, I got another immune herbal extract that should be in the mail by the end of this week. So you all can order that as well. That will be $30. I told you I'm going to make these announcements. So I'm going to try to get better and making it in the beginning, because I know everybody can't stay on all the time until for an hour or so, or the time that I give, because of the fact that I'm not here no more than about twice, a couple of times out the week. And so I try to give enough time for you all to hear. And I'm getting better and better at trying to repeat these things. But I will have an immune booster from another company. This will not be my trademark, but this company has been tried and true. It helps save quite a bit of lives in the midst of the sea when it took place in 2019. And I was like, what can we do? Because not everybody is in down with the organic. I had family members. I've shared this somewhat before. I'm sharing it again because here is it. Tis the season again. We're in the quote unquote flu season now, drop and lowering the immune system season. And I know a lot of you all that tune in, you may have it down pat, you may not. But if not, you still need to be boosting your immune system for those if you're around family and friends, co-workers, and others, or just in a very toxic environment and you know it. A lot of us are around mold, things we have hundreds of different things that tax the immune system. And so, and then if you're not eating a full plant-based fruitarian type of eating style, then we're going to automatically build back up a lot of that mucus that are grab onto the viruses that's in the air, the chemicals that can lower your immune system for this cause. Because I have so many people that I know for a fact around the world that I've been talking to for years now, on and off, and that I've coached. I know for a fact that most of us are still meat eaters, carnivores. And if not meat eater, then we must definitely consuming too much yeast bread. And I'm talking about the active kind. And when we think that wheat bread and all these other nan breads and all this, we think that these things are okay to consume, especially in this time of year. No, the time of year, if you're in the climax area where right now we're getting ready to go in from fall into autumn into winter, start now. In order to boost the immune system, you need some assistance. You need supplements. And I come across a supplement that I've been a distributor of for now the past almost 5 years now. And when I tell you the people that have been overweight, the people that have been have had numerous amounts of so-called diseases, and that's been diagnosed with chronic illnesses or diseases. When I tell you this product has helped them, even though it has a little bit of the derivative of the egg abstract, I'm going to say that lightly, just a tad bit, it has still done what it said that it would do. I can't tell you how many people were bed bound and that were locked in, the shut in, had to stay off of their jobs, and that this was the only product for those who were overweight, obese, still meat eaters, still trying to wean themselves off. I saw it work for them. Even alcoholics, even those that were on prescription drugs, it's the only product that I came across that would boost the immune system if you're in that condition. So you can only imagine what it does, what it could do for someone that's even more on the more healthier, where you're eating 80, 90% of fruits and vegetations. So I will have that product in and I will be showing you what that product is. I'm going to give you the visual, and that product will cost you all $30 for shipping and handling. Now I could bring up the price, and that's me not making anything off of it, really. Not at all. I mean, I tip an organic drink for how much I would make off of that product. And so I'm not making anything off of it. That's how important it is for me to really make sure that you all get it. Now it is a business opportunity in it for those who wants to try to get it wholesale. I'm basically giving it to you for the wholesale price, and you're going to wind up paying the shipping and handling anyway, unless you buy it into bulks, just like I have to. I'm purchasing bulks, and so therefore I would be I'm saving you from having to go through having to order so much. But if you want to get that opportunity, I will be discussing that as well, how that can be a side hustle or a side way to make funds. I will be making those announcements, and that would be, I guess it should be in by Monday. So a lot is coming through on Monday, and then I have a lot of shipment that's coming in on next week. So those who all that want to order now, or if you want to call in and say, hey, Dr. Shelf, what all do you have? So we have vitamin D3 liquid form. We have the B12 liquid form. We're going to have we have the colon purifier still. We still have the moringa. We will also have the immune booster. Also will have reduced inflammation. We also have, the list is going. Colloidal silver, no taste. All of these things are friendly to the tongue palate, and all of these things you all can consume that will automatically aid. I will have enough to be able to help aid you all in whatever you're trying to do, or the support that you need, that you don't have, if you don't have the patience to go through constantly trying to find all of the best organic fruits and vegetations that you can. We need that support. We don't have, and say it again, you all have heard it said already, we don't have all of the nutrients thanks to them depleting and raping our land and our soil. If you're blessed to be able to make sure that your soil is some of the most richest and the best of the best, then hallelujah. Our praises be to the Most High for you and your community. But that is not most of our communities. And so this is where having access to good products and that's highly potent to help give you them extra nutrients and vitamins that the body needs to vitalize the body, to help ward off viruses. This is where it comes into play. All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom. Hey there, Day. Hey, Sister Candy. Thank you. Shalom. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see you tune in. What our vitamin K, doesn't that helps the vitamin D for absorption? Yes, it does for some, as long as there's not too much consumption of vitamin K through your greens. Like this is the time of year where, as you know, Thanksgiving is on the way, and I had Thanksgiving, that the coin Thanksgiving last November. Well, I'm glad you asked that though, because I will be giving out a free copy of the Thanksgiving book as well, because I have extra copies. I'm not going to sell them. If you want it separately, you will have to pay for the shipping and handling for it. And you can give a donation. That would be great if you are able to, or not. But you would have to pay for the shipping and handling, because I have another book, another healthy cookbook that would be on the way. I just need to make sure that I had the product lined up and going first. First things first. I didn't want to jump ahead of myself. And I'm just thankful that I don't have to, I'm not distracted as much as I used to be, for us getting out, setting goals to be able to have what you all need and what you're looking for. And so that's a good thing. So yes, vitamin K does help with absorption as long as you have not consumed too much through greens. It is best that if you are concerned about the vitamin K at all, because you're a green eater or you like to load up on too much kale, which we call kale, or too much consumption of spinach, loaded lots of vitamin K, you have to be careful. This can be a blood thinner or blood clotter for different people, depending on your blood type. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, which leads me to just something to make you all think. Why isn't it that when you go to the doctor, you don't hear them mentioning your blood type much anymore? But yet, that's the first thing they do, to test, to see if what's wrong with you, to see what your levels are, to test and see what kind of viruses or conditionings you have. The first thing to do is take blood. Why do we have so many blood banks? If it's nothing in the blood, if it's no issue about the blood, why would they need to know your blood type when it's time for you to give blood? Why do we have blood drives? Why do we need, when you have different diseases and you go in and you lose a lot of blood, or if you have different kind of diseases, they say that you need a blood transfusion. Why is it that when your iron is low and your blood count is coming back low, or your sickle cell anemia, why is it that there is a high recommendation for you to get blood infusion or a blood infusions? Why? If there's nothing in or not a big deal about your blood. I'm mentioning this because I just had a client to tell me that when she asked about her blood type, they told her that she would have to pay, that her insurance doesn't cover finding out what her blood type was. I was like, oh, I said, I hadn't even heard that one. I said, are they really trying to make it pay? So I don't know if that's true or not. Some of y'all out there, that's a revolving door for the doctor's offices, or that have underlying conditions where you're getting checked out every few months or every month. Please let me know if you all are being charged to know your blood type, even though they're taking your blood to run tests, whether it's something found to be toxic in it or not. Please let me know, because I like to get the stats on that one. I want to hear it from you all. I want to hear it from what is written, because they're not writing anything else about it, and that should alarm us that there's all this toxicity that's placed out here, and there's viruses now that's been created, and nobody knows. Most people now, and it used to be this way about 20 years ago, mostly everybody knew what their blood type was, that had even visited the doctor's office even annually. But the more and more I coach, the more and more I counsel, I'm finding out that now it's not mentioned anymore. Something to make you think, you all. But yet, it's the number one thing they ask for when they want to run tests on you. But yet, if you have to have a blood transfusion, you have to make sure that they're getting clean blood from the same blood type. Does that make any sense to you? If it's nothing in the blood, if you shouldn't know, or if that's not vital for you to know, if that has nothing to do with how well you are. So minerals and vitamins and oxygen, hydration is vital to our survival, you all. The first thing that happens, look how bothered we get, and I do understand, especially the men, understand this. If you don't, if a man is with a woman and and they have relations, and the woman says, I'm pregnant, and he said, but you've been with many partners, it's not mine. What do we do in order to try to figure out what life force is flowing through you? We say, we need a blood test done. So your DNA is in your blood. Come on, y'all, let's think a little bit. I like to make us think this Wellness Wednesday. How to think well in the mind and not allow us to be tricked and bamboozled for this nonsense where we're getting smarter and smarter by the internet, but dumber and dumber when it comes down to our natural health and wellness, and that is by design. So just because they stop giving you that information, it does not mean that it's not vital to your existence. Notice I didn't say just health. I said that on purpose, to your existence. Why is it that millionaires and billionaires, they might glitch me for this. Why is it that millionaires and billionaires carry around blood, extra blood on the side? Y'all don't know nothing about that, do you? I do. If the blood is not having clean blood, it's not an issue. Why you have to travel out the country with it and you're not diagnosed with any illness or condition? Why do wealthy people carry their own blood type with them in case of an emergency or in case they get injured? I'm just asking the question. And I just like to make our people think. We cannot allow ourselves to be destroyed for the lack of knowledge, is what I'm saying. And so minerals and vitamins help to aid in those areas when you're lacking in knowledge about your own blood type. And yes, we have many of them that does not want. We just want to focus on cleansing. That's fine. We all have our areas of expertise. I found that it's vital to our health to not to ignore that. To cleanse it, to purify. Why else would you be cleansing and purifying? Why else would we need herbs if our blood is purified? That's what oxygen goes through to get to the brain and help pump the heart. In order for you to survive, that blood has to be clean enough. That's what stops you from having a heart attack, is if the blood is flowing properly. Your very core existence of your life and the quality of your life and your health and wellness and your cardio and your mental brain function and how every organ in your body operates at its healthiest level is due to how healthy your blood type is. Why is it that I can't take certain blood types? I'm not going to say it again. I think I'm now said one time, but it's not as wise. And because I want everybody coming after me, they do. There's a such thing as real vampires, y'all. We're gonna lay that right there. We have groups of those. So I'm gonna keep my royal blood to myself. Why? Your DNA is in your blood. The communication factor that actually helps, not the oxygen, the spirals, the nutrients, the vitamins that you need in order to think healthy, in order to be healthy, in order to even know which direction to go in life, is coiled into your blood type, into coiled into how healthy your bloodline is. And we know this already through, even through the fact that, think about it, um, if you lose too much blood, your body goes limp. You get headaches, you get lightheaded, just like you do when you lose oxygen, because you are losing oxygen. Think about it. What happens to a balloon when you put air in it, and then you open up a little bit and you see blood? It goes down, it weakens. That's how we are. That's how the brain operates in that area. So this is the reason why I had to make sure that, even though I'm not working with different ones that I used to work with, that I had to make sure that I had an online products for you all that was considered some of the best of the best. There are none that I have not taken. I'm even working on a DHA EPA that does not have sunflower oil in it, or safflower oil. I am learning through through a cardiologist that wrote a book that is not designed for melanated people. The sunflower oils, or oils, the sunflower oil or lithium. So we all have to be very careful, especially if you have a history of cardiovascular disease or have ever had a stroke. So that's for some of you all that's tuning in. May have mothers, may have grandparents, may have spouses, children that have this disease. And so for those who all that suffer from high blood pressure, that is an issue as well. Yep, I'm on the road, y'all. And I know I did not forget to say the prayer. I just wanted to give different ones time enough to come in. And yes, I did forget about Facebook, but I guess they're going to chime in where they can, get in where they can fit in. So, but that's okay. They can tune back in a little bit to see where I'm going next. So I am going to make sure that I say our simple prayer now that we got enough of you all that has come, that has tuned in. We'll see if Facebook gonna be nice to me now that I said that I was gonna go to Instagram. See, I can say that. I'm learning them, y'all. Yeah, like look, yeah, they make you think. I noticed ever since I said, yeah, I'm going to have to probably have to cut out Facebook and go to Instagram. And all of a sudden I was able to get a clear video on Motivational Monday and without no glitches, y'all. Go figure. Now, if it did glitch, let me know so I'll know. But on my end, I didn't see no freeze up, no glitches. And I know it was after about 3 or 4 times of me saying, I'm going to have to stop video chatting on Facebook and go to Instagram. Then all of a sudden now I get clear. And I'm in the same environment. Go figure. We're going to leave that alone. And so, yeah, I'm going to tune in for Facebook. Any other questions, please please feel free to ask. This is Wellness Wednesday. I want you all to be well. What oils are safe for us to take? It depends on your type, what your body needs. Safe would be tinging off of the healing properties and ratio, how it is distilled. I do have experience and training in essential oils, aromatherapist, and so that is one of the most convenient. If your nostrils can take the scent, so you would know that based off of experimentation for sure, which ones agree with you, and that would be based off of what you need. So, for instance, respiratory issues, eucalyptic, spearmint, peppermint. Those mints, those usually help tremendously for those who have sinus issues, those who have respiratory issues. Just the aroma of very potent essential oil can help open up and take and reduce the and loosen up mucus in the body. And that's why you notice it, even if you've ever tried peppermint tea, spearmint tea, eucalyptic, any type of mint teas, you notice it opens up right away. It opens up, it breaks some mucus, and you may get a nose run, or you may notice a little phlegm coming out. It's operating as a mucus binder. And now at that point, it's saying, I don't need this excess amount of mucus. Please spit me out. Please disregard of me. Please blow your nose. As much as we don't like doing that, we consider it improper. As long as it's not discolored from brown or green, be panicking about that. If you're out, get a lemon. use the citric, cleanse off your hands. If you don't have access to any pure, natural, organic hand sanitizer, citric works every time. Lemon, or you can get distilled water, put some lemon in it, get a little dollar spray bottle, or carry your own PBH free spray bottle or container. So that spray, there go your, and you can get essential lemon oils, citric oils, on orange oils, and things of that nature, eucalyptic and things of that nature. That helps with killing off a lot of different viruses. Lavender is good for relaxing the mind, de-stressing. It is one of the most natural antidepressants that I love. It did take me a minute. I'm be honest. It took me a minute for that smell for me to get accustomed to it. But it also, if you get one that has the healing properties, then it can also help heal the body from sores. It's been used for cancer, for healing cancer over a period of time for those who have consumed it or has taken a regimen wherever that cancer area is at, they ingest drops of it and at the same time rub the lavender oil on them. I've seen many cases. And oregano, I can't leave out oregano because oregano is another. You can get oil can be compressed out of any herb, fruit, or any food that it is properly done through. That is the difference between all the many different oils. So, like for instance, the ones they have at Costco and all those are not healing oils. Those are fragrance. You all, it gives the mind the ideal or the thought that is doing well. Peppermint and citric seems to slide to make it seem like it's doing much, but it does not have a high healing ratio for any of you all that have conditions. And so you have to experiment with the rose oil. Excellent for the skin, excellent for taking in and healing the body as well for respiratory issues. That's why you can eat some flowers are edible. If your flowers is not grown in pesticides and chemicals, and it's not too toxic where you are, that's why you can eat your flowers. Yes, rose. Rose are I did research to find out that our roses here grow with thorns because of all of the different things. They had sense enough to try to protect themselves. So those roses grow with thorns here in North America, but in South America, they do not. The soil is not as depleted as ours. It's not being tainted with chemicals. So it knows to protect itself. That's the reason why I have thorns here. I know I had 16 rose bushes. And I saw it. And I saw in my own eyes, different colors, orange, yellow, red. But yet when I looked up information and when I remember years ago when I got a chance to stay in Maui, which by the way, gosh, let me say that I'm so glad I put this out there. Now I'm going to get to you, Sister Tyra. Woo! Our prayers go out, which lead me right into the prayer for those who are in Lahaina, in Maui. That is the place where I landed over about 15 years ago, 2008. Me and my family, where we were able, we were blessed to live out there for a bit. And let me be careful how I word this. I could tell and sense that some major things was going to take place after we left and beforehand. When we got there, it hadn't even rained. And, as I'm getting off the plane with me and the children and my husband at the time, I'm smelling in the air. And this is another reason why it's so important, you all, to be healthy. So all of your senses can work. So I'm coming down off the plane and I'm smelling, I can smell this. And I said, it's going to rain here in a little bit. Mind you, the brother that he's doing business with at the time, he laughed because he said, it's never rained here in Maui. I said, I kind of sniggled. I said, because at this time now you're challenging my natural senses. And so I don't know no better. I just only know what I'm sensing. I said, it's going to rain. I said, well, they had a song. Tone. Alice Dick had a song and said it never rains in Southern California. But I said, but California just got some rain. And that was some years before we made it out there. And he sniggled. The next day, it not only rained, it poured, it thundered. I sat outside of the condo, crossed my legs, and enjoyed the cool breeze and watched the palm trees. Then they had a blackout. This is right before Obama went into office. I'm sharing this with you all, take you to understand this is the reason why it's so critical. This is the reason why there are unfortunately evil entities that do not want to see us healthy and well, because we will be able to have heads up. Can I use that term? Heads up on what's taking place in your environment, in your nature. I would have not known when to shift, when to leave, if I wasn't even in tuned in. And guess what? I wasn't even as healthy as I was now. But back to the oils. What I was getting my training in becoming an aromatherapist. So the oils had helped open up my senses, the aura. I became even more sensitive to my environment, was going around me. I was already there because we just left that 1st of February and went, and I could tell through the birds and watching nature. Watch nature, you all. They're smart. I said, it's too quiet. I was here in Illinois at the time. And I said, it's too quiet. I'm looking in the air. I said, something is about to come and it's going to be major. And they was like, what do you mean? I said, we got to take the trip to Maui now. But then when I get to Maui, I said, oh, they're finna get hit too. All of this took place. And this, mind you, had the opportunity to live out there, raise my children there, and couldn't, because the Ruach, the Holy Spirit, what some call the third eye, was wide open. Wide open. I said, no, we can't. They're about to suffer catastrophe. And they have from that point on up until now. And now it is burnt down. So prayers go out for the beautiful Native people there in Lahaina that is not accustomed to those of us who live in the city. They're not accustomed to crime. They're not accustomed to this or that, and their homes have been burnt. You all that are able to give, I encourage you all to give to them. I can only imagine. Can you imagine being burnt out of your place? It doesn't matter how much more beautiful it was out there. It doesn't matter that was a paradise for them. Now they have to be displaced. Now they have to go to the Big Island, or maybe they'll have to be forced to come here. That's most of our Samoan brothers and sisters that are Black, that is considered African American, and that's mixed with Native American or Chinese that's out there. They are the Native, that's their land. And it's not quite kept anymore. It's been stated that the powers that be did that on purpose so that they could take over that land. And I guess we'll see between now and the next 5 and 10 years if they rebuild it and what it becomes after that. That's our history. That's what they do. If that be the case, we should not be surprised. So we have to pray, you all, because in that land where it's tropical and had all of that, I got my first experience with when there's not chemicals taking place that's not placed into the food that's growing from the earth. They was known for having big pineapple plantations and things that the coconuts and all that. That food that was so high in fiber and so rich, there were bowel movements. It wasn't no need to be purchasing no colon purifier. The food was so rich and the soil was so rich and so untainted to where it automatically helped clear, nourish, and cleanse the body. Now we have to take supplements. And that wasn't that long ago. 15 years ago, it's not long ago. That's not that long ago. Think about it, you all. So we have to protect ourselves. We have to utilize all of the pods, the best of the best supplementations and means that we can find, you all, is what I'm trying to say. It's not a sales pitch. It is something that will help us to keep ourselves out of the ditch, out of the sick ditch. And so that's the reason why I had to share that with you. So I'm going to go into prayer. We have enough tuned in now to where I'm going to make sure that we say a prayer, and we're going to pray for those that are in Maui and Hawaii. There were a lot of Native people, don't believe the hype, you all, that was working 2 and 3 jobs that's out there. did not have fancy jobs, living in their common homes. They're people just like us. Um, and they treated people like us very well, embraced very well. They most definitely didn't care for anybody that they could tell that was coming there to change their land into a resort area. And so that's what my understanding was from the native people that lived there. Um, and so I'm going to go into a brief prayer. If you have any questions, I'm going to get to your statement in a minute, Sister Tyra. I'm giving them time. This is Dr. Chef. Happy Wellness Wednesday, Facebook. My apologies for that. I wanted to give you all a little bit of time to come in. Did y'all see I had to move my black strap molasses out the way? I didn't take none today. What I did was get the rest of my watermelon in the house, and I'm going to add some of my moringa. 1 teaspoon of moringa. I'm not going to tea steep mine. I'll say that for when it get cold. I put a teaspoon. Just for those of you all that don't remember, I put a teaspoon of moringa inside of my seeded watermelon, and I blend that up, and I drink that down, and I'm good. And so we're going to go into prayer, you all. Now, Father, we thank you so much for blessing us to be able to see another Wellness Wednesday. We come before you just in much gratitude, much thankfulness that we are alive and we are well, and that we have the mind to even want to tune in to be able to participate in anything that's helping us to take care of the temples that you have given us. I thank you, and we ask that you comfort the heart, the minds of those that's been displaced in the island of Lahaina in Hawaii right now. Those who are distorted, give them a safe place to be, for we know that they are confused. A lot of them are homeless. And for those who have lost their loved ones to the fires that have been started out there, we ask that you take care of them, get them into a safe place, the same as it was with Katrina. We're asking for you to do even that and more for those who are experiencing it again, especially during the wintertime. And so we ask that you just continue to keep us all with a heart of love, with respect. Help our minds to be able to think more about if we were in those situations, what we would want someone to do to help us. And for those who all, for the things that's about to come with the changing of the currency, the changing of the land, even as we pray right now, we ask that you just keep our minds strong enough and our spirits on enough one accord to be helped one to another. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, amen. So I was not expecting to share some of that with you, but I had to be led by what came to heart and what came to mind. Sister Tyra says, yes, what can be done for someone who is hallucinating / seeing loved ones who have passed? Is there an essential oil that can be used? Thank you so much. Yes, you have to be careful with it's pretty much not hallucination unless you're on some form of antidepressant or you're taking some type of cannabis. We have to be careful. I just got through talking to a brother that is pretty much an expert in cannabis, canna. He has his own canna business, and I'm going to take some courses with him so I can learn more. That's not my area of expertise. However, it is a herb, and it is a beautiful, powerful one, and it is the cannabinoids are in us. It's made up in us, and so the body does adapt. As I shared before, maybe about a year or so ago, the cannabis it was used up until I think the last I checked. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Up until 1960, we were using it. And it was in liquid form as well. And then all of a sudden, somebody came up with the bright, wicked idea to make it illegal because it was being misused, but more so for the healing properties of the cannabis plant itself. It was not meant to be smoked. It was not meant, hey there, Brother Leroy, it's good to see you. It's good to see you all. It was not meant to be smoked, going through the nasal area. That's not the beneficial way to get the benefits out of the cannabis, or as some know it to be the hemp plant. Some know it, and then the same for marijuana. They're all in the same family, but have different medicinal purpose. So I took it upon myself to go ahead. The opportunity came. I was sitting there, I prayed about it, thought about it. I said, okay, either if you can't beat them, you got to join the good squad that is at least showing our people how to take it properly, that's going to take it. So I wanted to educate myself in the area. And so this week, or starting next week, actually, I'll be taking courses. I will be inviting, this time I most definitely will be inviting a brother that's going to provide information to you all that's been asking me about the CBDs, that's asking about the hemp, the cannabis, what to use, which elixirs for what conditions, based off of what you just asked me, Sister Tara, even those kind, because you got your ananoids that will cause hallucination. And then they also have tincture drops that don't cause hallucination. The HTC can cause hallucination. There are essential oils that would do the same. Chamomile is one. Valerian is one. Anything that calms and eases the mind, those particular type of oils, peace and calm, that helps bring down the adrenaline, that helps calm the nerves, are the ones that and lavender as well, that help with, if the brain, which is the pineal gland, that causes an excess amount of hallucination. And then you want to check and make sure people are not taking meds. So I don't know what the case is, but if the person is taking any type of antidepressants, I know for a fact, as a certified drug counselor, that is most definitely one of the main side effects, is hallucination. As far as seeing loved ones, careful. That is an ability that we have as a people to connect to loved ones. Sometimes it can be seen as a message. I do know, I have experienced it, and it's just best to pray, meditate, listen, learn. You don't have to use the oil to per se to get rid of that. Or if it's something that you had, someone that's not at peace, that has transitioned on. I find that there are those, if you loved your loved one, or if you were the go-to person, that these incidents, that these type of encounters will happen. Prayer, meditation, find out what the message is. Find out what it is. Sometimes that is the method. Unfortunately, that is the method sometimes. Something within your mind, your heart is trying to connect to that loved one that passed. Maybe answers, maybe questions that you have. I do not recommend people having to go to all these different strange, what you call it, soothsayers and all that. I don't recommend that, because I'm finding out that it's just too much going on with that. Like, everybody can't be trusted in that area. So you got to be careful with demonic forces. It is real. Evil people that try and take advantage of your mind when you're in vulnerable positions. I've been there. I have experienced it. But the power of prayer from positive people, you focusing, or that person focusing on the mind and the goodwill of God, can help bring them from out of that. And it is good to share that with others that believe in the power of prayer, and getting on one accord with you to help die down, to help subside, or to lessen those type of encounters, if it's something that's unsettling, or something that is that brings about fear and anxiety. So again, lavender oil, one called Peace and Calm, a company called youngliving.org. I am an independent distributor of them, but I have to change over some things. So I still recommend them, whether you're able to allow me to have credit to be able to get the oils or not, through my membership number. So I don't have the membership number now, but if you go on to youngliving.com, you can go in and they have the highest ratio that I know of. I know a lot of people say, well, what about doTERRA, Dr. Phil? I get asked about doTERRA all the time. Well, my personal experience, when I tried out some of their main basic ones, I'm being honest, I know we got big advocates. Y'all can try to beat me up about it if you want to. It don't matter. It's been about 15 years now. I've not found that it has the same healing ratios as Young Living. I just haven't. They clearly distill theirs differently, and the high healing ratio is not there from what I had experienced. Maybe someone else have had a different experience. I'll leave room for that. But for my 15 years, almost 20 now years of dealing with essential oils and trying different ones, and using my own body, my own senses of how this work, and using it on clients as well as my children and others, Those are the only oils so far so good that I hear and see that's been distributed, that I see the healing properties take place. It matters in short, very short periods of time, anywhere from a few minutes to maybe just 72 hours. And you don't have to use a lot of it. So hallucinations, I would highly recommend chamomile. I would recommend um, lavender. I would recommend you to call in to that company and see what they have that help calms and ease the mind from high levels of hallucination. Peace and calm is also one. So hey there, Lauren. Good to see you. Good to see you. Give my love to your mom as well. This is the Candy. How you doing? How you doing? Covered by God, daily purpose. Hey there, hey there, hey. Let's go, First Lady Milton. You all that. This is where I will be there, and so I'm glad to see that you was able to tune in, sister. I will be there in Columbia, Tennessee, speaking on just what I just shared, the power of prayer, you all. In Columbia, Tennessee, for the dates Friday, Saturdays, no, October the 6th and 7th, along with a host of bunch of beautiful sisters. I wish you could put that in the chat so they could see whole lot of other beautiful queens and sisters that's labeling in the gospel and that has done a mighty work in their area, in their town, and their cities, among the people and the members that they congregate with. And so I look forward to that. I will be bringing, for those who all that want to travel a little bit, you want to get to Tennessee, if you want to come, you are more than welcome to. You can come and support. I will have a line of products most definitely out then. I will have a table set up, and I will have some help for you all to be able to order if you like, to come then and see them in person if you don't want to have to do shipping and handling and you are in the area, or just want to travel to meet and greet me, along with Lady Mildred here, that's going by Covered by God Daily Purpose. So shalom, and send my greetings to the husband as well. I'm looking over here for Facebook too. Any questions? Hey there, Linda. Hey there. How are you? Good to see you all so much. Thank you all. Like and share for anybody that you think that this information would help. Again, we're back to, if you need any consultations, those who all they place your orders in for your fiber, for your colon purifier. Get 2 of these to help cleanse the colon, to get you all boosted and started, getting all that toxic junk out of your system in a natural, normal way without having to worry about diarrhea. This is what you want. And then start to replenish the body with the natural minerals and vitamins that you need. The same for the moringa. The moringa is $20. You get the moringa. It's good for fighting off reducing inflammation. It also helps with alopecia, tumors. Isn't God good? He gives us herbs and things that help with multiples, not just one. We don't have to worry about horrible side effects. You can't beat that. I even have people that's diabetics that's taking this now, that's reducing, it takes and absorb and reduce the inflammation and the fluids in the body. So I have testimonies concerning this moringa already, for those who just start taking it within a week. If you actually take it, you can steep it in 1 teaspoon. Oh, and guess what, y'all? I got my tea steeper. Somebody was asking me, what is that? I had a client that called in and asked me, what is that? So I want to no longer take it for granted that everybody know what a tea steeper is. They got different ones out. Go to major grocery store. Good taking to put 1 teaspoon of it in here, and you can drop it. This one is a different one. It doesn't have the stem. You put it in there, you lock it, and then you drop it in hot boil of water, anywhere from 4 to 6 ounces, 8 ounces for some people. And you can put the 1 tablespoon of moringa in there if you want it in a tea form, and then let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. You'll see the discoloration, and it does not dilute it to where you don't get your health benefits from it. You take that. Some people choose to use their local raw honey. If you got to have some sweet, fine, you can add lemon to help, since that's a superfood as well. And it also helps to reduce inflammation and helps to bind mucus in the system. Lemon and lime does that. And then we have another tea steeper. I have this kind. You can go on Amazon to get it, or you can go into your local grocery stores and ask, send me down. It's usually down the aisle where you get the spoons and spots for your major local grocery stores. You got this kind as well. Then you got the kind that has a chain where you can just drop the chain. There's 3 different kinds of tea steepers that you all can get. You're going to need it For those of you all that are not in tropical areas, that we're getting ready to experience the weather shifting and changing, and fall, and it's going to be everything right now going into October. So you all know how that usually works. And so that's a tea steeper for anybody that was wondering what how to do that. You open them up. It's an easy open up. Put a teaspoon in there. Soak it one time a day. Then stretch out to anywhere from 22 days to 30 days, depending on how often you take it. Don't recommend no more than once a day. Of a 4 to 8 ounce cup is what I recommend. And the best thing to drink your hot beverages out of, may I say it again, stainless steel, ceramic, or glass. Please do not drink your hot drinks out of plastic cups or foam cups. I have to put that out there because I've been asked that now. Where it's been a while since I've been asked that, but I like to reiterate on those simple things again. Once again, why? Hot drink, the plastic, foam, loaded with chemicals. You will not get your benefits. Going to combat with the herbs that's inside, that's there to help heal the body, that's there to bind up mucus, that's there to reduce inflammation. And so when you put hot drink inside of a foam cup, do your math. That part, you can Google that and find it out. The parts, my God, is so toxic that seeps into the bloodstream and causes blood toxicity. It makes your blood dirty. I can't even I can't even use a medical term for that. It makes the bloodstream toxic. Well, Dr. Silver, why are they still selling it? Why do evil people do what evil people do? Money, love of money, greed, no respect for human life. Just as simple. We can't fathom it because we're not the ones that's orchestrating this. But we cannot say that we would be destroyed for the lack of knowledge now that you know now. So glass, ceramic, or stainless steel. Yes, copper too. You can take in copper. Copper is fine too for those who was asking about copper. And yes, they do have some of the plastic that's BPH free. But yeah, at the same time, you want to be careful with that because they still have a couple of different chemicals that's in those too. If you're talking about always using it for hot drinks, so I still recommend 100% stainless steel, glass, or ceramic. Or and yes, you can use your copper as well. Any other questions? We on the road, y'all. We on the road. We getting through it. Shalom, shalom, Sister Sandra. Good to see you. Shalom, shalom. Okay, thank you. I appreciate your wisdom. Thank you, sister. Make sure, we're going to do a follow-up so we can see how things are going. All right. Y'all, more questions. Like and share. And anybody that you all know that may have any questions of what to do concerning their health and wellness. I like it. And I love it because this is what I've been placed here to do. I can't stress it anymore. You all know what this week is leading up to for me. It is leading up. So I focus on mental health like I have for you all. I apply it to myself. My daughter being transitioning, birthday being on the 17th, which would be the Sunday. I may do a special tribute to her. So you guys keep a lookout for a notification that, but I'm going to go based off of how I feel in that area, if whether or not that's something that I need to do. And it will be to help others that's dealing with the loss and the anniversaries of their loved ones for this year as well. So it is something that I have in mind. I just haven't sealed and dealed it just yet if I'm going to come before you all on Sunday. Okay, Sandra Mal, good to see you, Sister Dr. Shields. Good to see you too, beautiful. Good to see you. And I need to know how you come along. If you need some support, I tell y'all, do not get caught up in how busy my schedule is. Don't do that. I'm busy for you all. I'm busy for myself as well because I have to take care of myself as well. And I have to help take care of family as well. And so, therefore, call in. You need help with staying on track. Just a little bit of push, a little bit of motivation. I get it. Motivational money might not just do it for you. Your test may come on Thursday and you don't want to zoom back to see the video or try to get to the part where I'm saying something that clicks or resonate with your mind that motivates you to get back on track. please don't be afraid to say, look, Dr. Schiff, you got 5-10 minutes. I need to be able to get it. And we can set up something so that we can get to talk on. This is something this is an ability that God has given me, and I have to use it. I have to utilize it. I'm here. And so you got, I know, y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. So back to the vitamins. We will have B12. We will have the organic version. We will have the watermelon, natural derived area that will still come from the cherry tort. So we will have B12 coming in. You want to know prices? $25 for the price of the abstracts that will be coming in. Will be the going price, anywhere between $20 to $25. So anyone that wants to do a pre-order so that you all can be in the first orders that's going out on this coming Tuesday, then all you have to do is via text in to 618-388-8100. My apologies for keeping my eyes away from you all. That's all you have to do. So 618-388-8100. You can also via text that and voicemail it and state what you want. I need to know what products you have for this. Will you have that? And then how much? That's all you have to do is via text that or leave it in a voicemail. I check my voicemail every day, but give me that 24 hours or so to get back to you, just in case there is a technical difficulty somewhere, because we just living in a time where we do have a prince of the air, and it's not always a positive prince. Did I make myself clear? So, and then to reach out through Gmail, it is www. Dr. Chef Health and Wellness, DR, no period, Chef, CHEF, Health, HEALTH, and is AND, not just the symbol, Wellness, WELLNESS at gmail.com. Again, that's Dr. Chef Health and Wellness at gmail.com. And then also for those, and now what you would find is that you call in for consultations. Once we set up give me two days, 2 days, 2 different times that works best for you, instead of us just only having one option of a time frame. So that way, if anything come up for you, one thing that I don't want, because I just gone through this a few times now, and I am going to address this. We understand you all have busy lives. I understand that. It's stressful when you're trying to start. It can be stressful when you're trying to start to get on the path, and then you got all of this fear factors going on in the atmosphere again, because we feel the shift. We feel it. We see it and we feel the shift. We know major things is going to take place with the finances, with the weather, and then that's just equals our lives. We get it. We see it. I know you all feel it. If you don't, then this is the reason why I try to put our people at ease. There's no way, and I just heard another client say it to me, so I'm going to repeat it. You all get your coaching and your teaching from those who truly care. Not from people that's just set here just to make money off of you. Yes, I said it, even though I have products to sell, because I've been coaching and teaching for 20 plus years. And so before selling anything, I always told my clients about it and how they can get involved in the business first. I'm just at a stage now where I can. And that was trying to be blocked. But Most High, what they say, what's meant for evil sometimes can turn around and work out for your good. And God knows it worked out for my good. And so I'm telling you, so I have to present it back to you all. But I got to stress that to you all. Don't. Health and wellness mean being health and wellness in the mind, body, and your whole soul. You're not supposed to feel the stress of having to call in for a consultation and wondering if you miss it, if whether or not you can get it again. No, call in, text in and say, sorry, something blah, blah, blah came up. Can I please schedule for the next day? Or can we get there? Don't give up on your health and wellness is what I'm saying. Don't give up on what's set there for you. And when you buy your products, you automatically get a free consultation. If you cannot afford the consultation, please don't hesitate to reach out. Talk to me. I'm a very reasonable person. Just don't try to take advantage, because we do have so many people that do have to have the consultation that's really serious about having. And when I sense, or if I'm able to pick up that you need more, I will provide more. I think I have some that can testify towards that. Yes, you all will get the help that you need. Hey, man, thank you, Mama Sherry. Good to see you. It's good to see her. That's one of my best mothers in the spirit realm for sure. So it's good, so good. I love you too. I love you too. It just says she love you all and peace to everyone. And so, yes, and so I would not have made it, you all, if I hadn't had understanding people. When my mother passed, and then my firstborn daughter passed, and cousins in between, I would not have made it if I hadn't had anyone around me that could pray for me, or that was treating me with love and tender care. Because I knows I wasn't getting it from the place that I thought that I would get it from the most. So Most High had to send me women that labored in prayer and meditation. My elder women, yes, my sisters. That think about it. I am the one. I'm the go-to person in the family, and amongst some of my friends and other people. So it used to me being strong. It used to me, making out of things. But this is one that I had never experienced before. I've always just been in a position to help others to get through theirs. And so I needed all the force I get. I needed all the kindness and love till this day. And so do you. Stop telling you all yourselves that you have to be beat up and banged up, and just because you're stiff-necked and hard-headed, that means that you got to always have somebody throwing a whip at you. No, that's that's a slave mentality. You don't have to accept that. You don't have to accept that. You don't have to wait till you get to your sickest of your sickest in order for it to register and click in your head, just because it's being put out there. You guys got to watch it. There is I'm feeling so glad to let you all know there is a manipulation in the language today. There is a manipulation in the language today. Let me scroll down to see something, you all, to make sure. Oh, are you? I'm not surprised, Lady Mildred. Oh yeah, so you supposed to be eating exactly the way I eat. I'm not surprised at all. I'm glad you found out. All right, somebody just shared their blood type, and no, I'm not gonna put it out there in the what's call, because the people would love to take her blood. Yes, yes. So yes, that's the reason why we are connected. So am I. Just for the record, so am I. So there you go. You're my real blood sister. And I promise you, all of us get connected that way. Yes, we do. We do. We do. So, any of you all that's finding out what your blood type is, then yes, there is a certain type of way that you should eat. I know a lot of healthcare providers and coaches are not teaching that anymore. They're just trying to focus on getting you guys clean, and that's important too. Getting you to detox and to heal the body, but that cannot be left out of the equation at all. And I think that it's been set to the side too, because they know that a lot of doctors and a lot of people are not going to doctors anymore to find out. So they just, push aside and say, well, let's just focus on your gut health, and and that is vital. That's important. That is where it starts as well. But it's not something that we can afford to not find out if you're able to. And no, it's not no need to panic if you don't know or you can't find out. Let me put that out there. No need to panic. You DNA mentally, as you're taking in, the body is smart. It's highly intelligent. It knows how to heal itself. It will, whatever the body is asking for, that you know that it's healthy, that's not toxic, that's not processed, that means that's what it needs. So if one day you're like, I don't know why, I feel like I'm trying some pomegranate, that's your body's trying to help nourish your blood. It's trying to give the nitrogen that it needs. It's trying to give you energy. I don't know why I'm feeling like I need to eat cucumber. It needs hydration. If it's asking for melon, that means if it's asking for melon, coconut water, and all that, then that means it is asking for hydration. It means you're not taking in enough H3O. That's what that means if your body is asking for that, or you having that thought. It starts with a thought. That's the energy force. It's trying to connect. Where's the watermelon? Where's the melon? Where's the cantaloupe? Where is the honeydew? Where is it at? It's asking for it. Don't ignore that. Listen to it. That's the body trying to heal itself, trying to hydrate itself. Oh, I just got to taste some cherries. There's something about cherries. I just love cherries. No, your body is asking, your blood is wanting to be beets. Well, I don't even like beets. Your body is saying, I need the nitrogen out of beets. I need energy. I need my blood nourished. I know why I'm asking for oranges, vitamin C, immunity is most definitely asking for a healing to boost the immune system. It's asking for it. Don't ignore it. I can't stress it enough. Don't ignore it, you all. Don't, but it's more convenient. No, don't ignore it. Get it. Do what you have to do to get it. Now, don't go rob somebody. I know y'all won't. I just had to throw that out there. But that is your body healing itself. It's teaching you how to heal itself. That it is not a it. It's a living thing. We are big plants. Yes, we are. We come from the earth. I don't know how we get caught up in, I'm going to say it again. I don't know how we get caught up in all of these different sayings and we don't actually relate it to what it actually is. It's like, you are what you eat. Well, we come from acid, dust, and dust. You come from the earth. Yeah, you come from the earth. That means what's in the earth is what you need. That's what you are made up of. That's what that means. You are made up of all of the sources that's here in this whole entire universe. In this whole entire universe, and that's the reason why we have reactions when it's things that's created that is unnatural, or when natural things are being tainted or being abstract. The nutrients and the energy has been abstracted for. This is the reason why we don't get all of the benefits that we need from it. This is the reason why now it is a vitamin industry, and now it unfortunately it's been taken over by it is. And so that's the reason why I wanted to get out, and why I had the chance to get what you are. I'm sacrificing having to get a home and doing other things that naturally everybody else would do in order to invest in this, in order to be able to have it to provide for you all, because I know it's very few of us here in America that will have access to actual good potent herbs and vitamins. I said it. I put it out there. There's so many other things that I would like to do. But my conviction and where my heart lies, and this is my assignment, I have to make sure that I produce that for you all. I can't use the excuse about where, oh, well, my mom ain't here, my daughter not here. Oh, well, oh, my family, we're separated now. No, I can't use that as an excuse. This is my assignment. And so I'm providing, we will have this in next week. You want your products, you want to ask what kind of vitamins that we have and what we will have in next week. Then you can place your order today, anywhere between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for placing orders and to making consultations. Just via text in that number again, the 618-388-8100. Again, that's 618. I think I put it into the chat. If you go up and zoom up a little earlier on into YouTube, you all, it's in the chat. Facebook, it's in the chat. 31618-388-8100. Okay, so it's any other questions? Hey there, Danielle, how you doing? Let me know when you get started. And yes, the sea moss is coming in. Did I say it already, y'all? Did I say that the sea moss will be in Monday? I will have the flakes and I will have the powder. That's what I would have. So you all can make, when you gel out of your flakes you like. I'm not doing that part. That's too much work. I got way too many other things I have to focus on. So you guys got to do that part. So we have the flakes that you can sprinkle inside of your soups, your salads, whatever dietary plan that you are on or a healing plan that you are on. You can sprinkle the flakes, and then I have the powder where you can add that into your smoothies. Both can be added into smoothies. Both can be added into your all natural meals or whatever meal that you have to help give you those 92 to 102 different minerals that the body needs to help also boost your immune system. And so the sea moss will be in. So thanks so much for tuning in, Danielle, Sister Danielle. They will be in Monday. And so the first shipment will be going out on Tuesday. Since I know where you are, Sister Danielle, you can call in and we can set up for you to be able to get your sea moss that you were asking about. So we will have, once again, we will have the flakes, the little small flakes, and I will have the powder sea moss coming in. Maybe a little sooner than that, but the latest was Monday, is what I told. So anyone who want to place their orders this week for your sea moss, it will be $25 a pack. a bag, and then add in your shipping and your handling for your sea moss. It will come into these bags for now until I run out of them and repackage. For now, they would come in this size bag. It will be your 30-day supply. If you take it every day or every other day, of course, it'll stretch out a little longer. And they'll only recommend 1 teaspoon in your soup, smoothie, or you can add it in any of your dishes that you have, your salads. You take it in. It does not have a horrible taste to it. At least it doesn't to me. And I haven't heard anyone complaining about it. The powder form, of course, as you know, it will penetrate. You can mix that even more so with different ones. Some people want to start off with a teaspoon. It's so powerful. You all know what the sea moss does. If you don't, so I have to look it up. It is organic, radiation tested, the best of the best quality of the sea moss. And so anyone else have any other questions, then feel free to inbox me those questions, because I'm not going to go through exposing all of my resources here online. It's just not a smart thing to do. Yep. It's not a smart thing to do. There's too many that's out to take and stop us from being able to get you all the good stuff, as we call it, the goodies, the good stuff that helps heal the body. And I no, me don't play that. No, it's just not wise. It's just not wise. So if you want to have any more further questions about come from and all that other extra stuff, fine. You can inbox me or email me, and we can discuss it then. All right. Is that fair, you all? I hope so. So there we go. And then we have what else do I have coming in? I'm trying to think. I had something else that I got coming in. Oh, the immune booster spray. For those of you all that just tuned in, the immune booster spray, especially for those of you all that are still eating dairy, you're still eating meat. It is still vegan friendly, vegetarian friendly, rather. And so this immune booster testimony for it. Too many countless of people that were home stricken due to the last flu season that we had. They were flu stricken, and give me 1 second here. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were flu sick, sickened, and was diagnosed with, you all know. And this particular um, immune booster, the beautiful thing about it is that it comes in mint and it comes in orange. I have a stock of it coming in either as early as this Friday or Saturday, but Monday would be the max, but most definitely should be here by Friday, Saturday. And I will be showing that this supplement that we have to help boost your immune system. It helped. It worked in most cases within 24 hours for those who taken it, whether they were eating healthy or not. And so I'm always amazed, and I'm always happy when I come across good products that's so potent in this healing process that we don't have to worry about people have now long drawn out process from getting quick and safe resorts so that they can get back to work or be able to take care of themselves and their families. So that's always my goal. Okay, we got another question. I'll be in contact with you for me and my dad. My dad has had the C, but also went through radiation. So he in need of detox. Okay, yes, most definitely. He battles through back problems as well. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So most definitely, the moringa would be highly beneficial for them. The sea moss would be highly beneficial for them, Sister Nicole. And then also the immune booster that I have would be highly beneficial to them too. So make sure that you leave you already know the drill. Take and leave your number, and we will get on that ASAP, because we are in that season where everything is shifting now, and it's so important that we jump on it sooner than later. So that's why I'm glad that I have it. So I'm so excited. It just comes in a little bottle, and I like how convenient that it is. And so I just love it, and I like that I don't have to feel any kind of way about it, because I took it myself. And even though I did, I had a little mucus in me. It helped. Right. So even though I had the immune herbal extracts and I had my vitamin C, and I had my vitamin D and all that, which that would be coming into, I'll have liquid vitamin D as well. Um, Working on the vitamin C. And then what else? Colloidal silver. I have that in. I have also what is chlorophyll. They help cleanse you also. We would not be without, and nothing is going to be made too difficult for you all that I have, for you all to get your immune system at the point and to help cleanse the body from anything that's ailing you. So we want you all prepped in enough time. And so I'm just thankful to the Most High that I was able to just be in the position where I can get it. And I'm thankful to all the support that I've gotten pouring in from different ones that know my story, that knows the oppositions that I was against. Not many know it, but there are a few of you all that know what I was up against. And I was just sharing it with someone where, I mean, I had gone through this year alone, 6 months of all my income basically being stripped down to 5% of what my income was. And it was deliberately. And I was being challenged. I was just being challenged. Maybe this will help some of you all as well. So I was being challenged to see would I stay on the path, would I keep doing it? And so, and then I had to let go of some things that I could have made a lot of money off of. And he said, no, let it go because you don't need no attachments. Let it go. Let it go. You've been challenged. You've been challenged financially. And so the best way for you to find out if the universe, if God, if your prayers is being answered is to let it go. And so when I let it go, when I tell you the blessings poured out for you all, it wasn't just for me. That was for you all. That I'm just thankful that the Most High, through you all's prayers and others' prayers that prayed for me, that prepared me for the battle. Because it's one thing to have to mourn the loss of your daughter, your firstborn child, but it's another thing to know that somebody is deliberately trying to break you to the point to where they're not thinking about the ripple effect that it's going to have on the people that I have to care for. And so, with that being said, I was like, man, this is major. Who is this supposed to help? Well, one made me to know that I can't put my trust in nobody, but y'all already know. Nobody but. And so, I'm in the position now to where it had been presented. Mother Cherry, you done prayers was answered. What you said was true about me with finances. You said, where I know if we give it to you, you're going to put it in the right place. And that's exactly what I've done. I have not been given permission, but to do it this way to where I produce, I find, and I get the finest and the finest. And even with the DHA EPA, you all, I am waiting to hear back for the DHA EPA because I have been made aware that we have sunflower oil that's been placed in a lot of the DHA EPAs. I did some research on it. That is not for us with cardiovascular diseases. And so we're not supposed to be consuming that on a regular basis. Sunflower oil, especially for melanated people, we're not supposed to be consuming that. If you have issues with clogging of the hearts over a period of time, the sunflower oil is not made for us. So we want to go with grapeseed oil. It's the only that I know of that's out on the market that would be more beneficial for us. And so I'm waiting to hear back if they can produce that without without the sunflower being in the, or the sunflower, a non-authentic virgin, the lithium non-authentic version of that being inside of the DHA EPA. And for those of y'all that's confused, that's watching and saying, what is she talking about? What is DHA EPA? Well, it's the supplement, the omega 45, or what we call the omega 3s to help with brain health, oxygen, lubrication of the heart. That is the heart health and the brain health as well. It helps with cognitive thinking, mental clarity, and it's supposed to help with us being able to help the bloodstream to be able to pass anything that's toxic through it and nourish the blood as well. Well, that's vital. Well, I thought to check out the ingredient and did not know that that was in it. And so I'm looking for a better upgrade version of that as well, because I too was consuming the DHA EPA. So I'm not knocking it. For those who are that's helpful, that bodies can take it, by all means continue on doing so. But I'm always looking for that is the finest of the finest grade, that does not raise any amount of questions about whether or not this will be harmful or more beneficial for our people's bodies. And so I think the Most High God, he honors that, and I give thanks to him that I have that type of conviction, to not to just only focus on, well, they eating all this other stuff, or they taking these other Walmart and Walgreens, or at least it's better. No, ain't no least nothing. If you're able to get the best, and get the best of the finest quality, period. If you got to pay for it, you pay for it. You're making others pay for it. We're making you pay for it. That's just being real. I gotta be honest. I know some of the health coaches probably be upset with me. I ain't look. Ain't nobody done to came. Look. Ain't none of them came at me yet, because they. I think they know. You know what? No, you don't want to come to somebody that don't mind speaking the truth, and they can prove it. Yeah. And they say, know your battles. Know your battles. I know I had learned mine, which I have done. I only had a battle against anything that's been placed in the body that's toxic. There is no battle for me, because I can prove it. We all can prove it now. And so I don't know how we get into this field of health and wellness, and then it only becomes, we don't become no better than those who's pushing drugs legally. No, you give us people, our people, the best of the best if you can, but do not shortchange them, because you will be shortchanged. What's good, what you do, treat people how you want to be treated. Hey there, Sister Dorothy. Good to see you. Yes, you all. So I am in. I am, look. I know some of you guys are tuning in. They just to see it. Hey, Sister Dorothy, I'm glad to get a chance to see y'all. Y'all got a chance to get a little bit of break, huh? Yeah. So I'm telling them about the product lines that we have going on there. You all, we have the immune booster that's coming, especially for those who still eating meats and dairies, that is known to been proven and made it through. Helping those recover from the and also from those who have been struggling with weak respiratory system and problems due to the buildup of inflammation from them eating yeast meats and red. So just to update you, all Sister Dorothy and Sister Thomas are coming in. That's what I've been doing. I got the shipping of my sea moss. We have the flake and the powders that's coming in this Monday, so you all can place orders if you need some more. And then I also have the immune booster that's coming, that if you want to know what I have, all you have to do is via text me in, because I don't want to overly expose everything that I have. However, since I'm only coming through on here a few times out the week, a couple of times out the week, I will show for somewhere in the middle of my broadcast. So you guys got to zoom in and see where you can get in, where you can fit in, to see what I have, because I'm not feeling led to do no worldwide marketing, not because I can't get the help to help me push it, but because I just don't think it's wise to do. I am in the place of trying to protect those who haven't sold out, meaning that has not compromised with giving us supplements and vitamins and things that are not as healthy for us. So yes, so that's where I'm at. So unless there's any other questions, you all, I'm getting ready to go ahead and tune on out of here, because I do have consultation. I do, Sister Tracy, Auntie Tracy, I got you. We're going to do our consultation. Thank you all for the testimonials that different ones that called in. I'm not going to put any pressure on anybody to say testimonies at this point. If that's something that you like to share, then great, then do so. And thank God for my different ones. Karen, I'm putting in. I'm putting your name out there. I'm glad that you're getting the results that you're getting from taking. She's taking her colon purifier, at least 2 scoops a day in a cup of water, and she's getting some beautiful results, you all. And she only had the goals to just lose about 15 pounds, so it does help in that area as well. And her taste bud is enhancing, all those good things. So I'll be sharing those little bits. And then we got Dr. Butler. I want to know, I think he's going to try to come on. He had the nurse that was coming in and out. We're going to celebrate him at the end of the month. But he's also got a testimony of what the moringa is helping him out with his lowering his blood sugar, which by the way, I will be having abstracts for those coming in too as early as the end of this week, next week actually. And so I'll be announcing those as well. Just a few. I'm not going to do the whole slew because you get the same health benefits for whatever your underlying condition is because those herbs help. We just label different ones. Unfortunately, we label different ones according to how our minds think. So you guys hear nail hair and say, or if you hear, oh, well, this help with reducing inflammation. Well, oh, well, this for the headache. We did all that because that's the understanding that I had for how things that was the motivating factor to get some of people to feel like, okay, this is what I need to, because this is the only thing that's wrong with me. When you But now I think that a lot of us have educated ourselves enough to know that no, the headache can mean that there's about 20 other things going on in your body that you need to be taking some herbs and supplementations or oils for to prevent your conditioning from worsening or for to prevent you, especially if you're pre-diabetic or if you sometimes have high blood pressure. That could come from a number of things. Constipation is one of the number one factors. If you're not having a full bowel movement, doing even though you're taking in food, especially for those of y'all that's eating more than one time throughout the day, then you are constipated. And there are 8 different levels. There are 8 different levels. I've been trained for 7 years. I took classes back to back to back to back to make sure I got thorough in detoxification and learning about our bowel movement, just about bowel movement alone. I even paired up with other naturopaths just that even had more knowledge than me, just like I'm getting ready to find out about the cannabis and who has the most authentic grade of that to help with those who are having issues with excruciating pain that need that's what they want to try. I'm willing to do my homework and do the necessary learning from the experts to get that done. And I feel sorry for you all. Y'all heard me maybe early part of this year. I tried something that the pastor had recommended, and it was supposed to be the little gummy CBD gummy thing, and I just tried one, and it had me laughing up a storm. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, okay, my spirit came out for sure. And so I'm experiencing all this hallucination just off a little bite because I'm like, okay, I'm going to use myself since y'all pushing this so hard. And I'm like, oh my goodness. No, I can't do this because I don't know what's in all the rest of my clients. They could be harboring, being wanting to harm somebody. Now they're just going to bring that out of them, and they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, Dr. Shep told us that this one was good." I was like, "Oh, it's a gummy bear." No. So because I've been asked countless of times, Dr. Shep, do you recommend cannabis? Do you recommend gummies? Do you recommend edibles? Do you recommend this? Do you recommend that? Now that I have the time, I'm getting ready to take the course, y'all. It's gonna be on and papa locking. Yes. I'm gonna get the info, y'all. And I'm gonna invite the brother on as well so he can break some stuff down with to y'all. Because a lot of y'all are going into these places, getting these CBD oils and all this other stuff. And I have another sister that's going to be coming in with me too, that is a wealth of knowledge. And we're going to be doing a Zoom on it as well. That's going to tell you why you're not getting the healing because of the different chemicals and the different other toxic things that they're adding in this commercialized form of CBD and all these other cannabis. And it's a lot, y'all. I mean, it's slick. Woo-wee. But all praises be to God that I'm been able to be one that able to prayerfully help those who tune in. So like, share. You guys stay tuned. I plan on being in. I don't have any other this month that I know of reasons why I shouldn't be able to tune in for Motivational Monday and Wednesday unless emergency come up. If need be, because of the weather changing and the things that's about to inspire, I may have to come before you all a little bit more often. Is what I'm going to wind up doing, just so you all can be able to tune in and get all the information that has been the true information that has been provided for me. So with that being said, y'all, no, I love you all. And I pray that you all have a Wellness Wednesday and that you are motivated to have a thriving Thursday. I am still considering bringing back the Friday. So far, so good. My Friday's been pretty full. So I don't think I'll be able to do it this Friday, but possibly next Friday. See if we can get this in the Fun Factor Fruit Fun Factor Fitness Friday. And we're going to I'm thinking about it, you all. I'm thinking about it. So first I love you too, Dr. Peace of Love. 7 much like said thank you so much. I appreciate it. You all. You all have a blessed and beautiful day. On purpose. Make it what you want to make it. Make it well. All right. Bye-bye. Okay.